Welcome to the Dynasty Football Key. Today we're unlocking my top 5 running backs. Please like and subscribe. My projections are based on 1 point per reception, so pass catching will be a trend with the top 5 running backs. Overall, offense, injury history, and opportunity share play a huge part in my rankings as well. Starting from number 5, Rachaad White. His only notable flaw is his efficiency of 3.64 yards per carry, being the lowest of these running backs. And it was actually slightly worse this year than it was in the previous year. But there are a lot of pros with Rachaad White. He's number 4 running back finished last year, was really helped by the 272 rush attempts that he had. Typically, we see this number vary from year to year. However, he also had the 4th most receptions with 64 at the number 2 catch percentage of 90.8%. He has no running back 2 on the depth chart commanding usage, and this year's running back class shouldn't really incentivize the Bucks to heavily invest in the running back position. So I believe he can receive similar workload at age 25. Only his health will determine his volume. At number 4, Saquon Barkley. He's an elite athlete at the running back position and is now in a much better team where the overall offense efficiency should benefit him. Eagles invested the second most guaranteed money at $26 million into the running back spot, only behind Christian McCaffrey. To me, that signals they plan to shift the amount of rushing from their QB to their new running back. Jason Kelce has retired, which can limit the success of the tush push. And in general, Hurts finished the season injured, and his yards per carry have been lower each season. In this past season, it was 3.85 yards per carry. And at number 3, we've got Bijan Robinson, a 22-year-old workhorse pass catcher. And, he's got fresh legs. They didn't use him that much, but he's got a completely new coaching staff joining the Falcons from the Rams, who they really fed Kyron Williams. And he had an immobile quarterback, and it's kind of a similar situation with Kirk Cousins coming into town for Atlanta. Raheem Morris, Zach Robinson, they've publicly committed to utilizing the skill set of their offensive weapons more. Bijan has an all-purpose skill set I don't believe we've seen unlocked at the NFL level. We're all big fans of his here in Austin, Texas, but my bias isn't fueling his ranking. Of all these running backs, Bijan has a running back 2 on his team with the most production in Tyler Algier. Still, I believe Bijan will be utilized heavily and has a ton of upside. At number 2, Breece Hall. He's my running back 2, who I really wanted to make the running back 1 due to his improved outlook at age 23 for this upcoming season. In 2023, Breece was the number 1 running back reception leader with 76 catches. And in 2024, a healthy Aaron Rodgers can be an upgrade at QB for overall offensive efficiency while simultaneously being significantly less mobile than Zach Wilson due to Rodgers' Achilles injury. Year 3 running backs generally need to ball out in order to get negotiating leverage for big contracts heading into their 4th and final year on the team. So this upcoming season, I believe Breece Hall will be motivated and heavily relied upon by Aaron Rodgers, since Mike Williams is also recovering from a leg injury, and their draft selection will be a rookie who is still learning the NFL game. And at number 1, I have Christian McCaffrey, who could very easily be the number 1 running back again this year due to the pairing of his elite talent and the great offense around him. Last season, his league-leading 1,459 rushing yards led him to become the offensive player of the year. Love the player, and my only concern is the San Francisco 49ers have a bigger goal than the regular season, really trying to get back to the Super Bowl. So I think they will continue to rest CMC late in the season as the playoffs approach to keep him fresh for that postseason run. With that said, in my 2024 player projections, I have CMC as the running back 1, even after reducing his 2023 numbers by 100 rushing yards, 50 receiving yards, and 10 fewer TDs from last year. And you can have access to all of my full projections on Patreon. So in summary, to recap, I've got CMC number 1, Breece Hall number 2, we've got Bijan number 3, Saquon number 4, and Rachaad White number 5. I believe all these running backs have high receiving upside, with the TD variance being what will ultimately determine who's number 1. So like and subscribe and check out other videos from Dynasty Football Key.